Welcome to this episode of Dutch Ice Dance Diaries with Ashley Foy-Terfort and Jill Bakker. Today we are interviewing the senior Dutch ice dance team, Hanna Jakucs and Alessio Galli. Let's get into it. All right, well, welcome Hanna and Alessio. Thank you so much for being here with Jill and me on Dutch Ice Dance Diaries. We would like to start by asking you guys, when and where and how did you start ice dancing?
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Okay. I started when I was around 8 years old. My parents were searching for a sport that suits my personality. And actually, I didn't find anything interesting before. As a physical education class, we went to the ice rink. There, the teacher said to my mom that I was really talented and maybe I should contact someone from the teams there. And there was also hockey and short track, but my mom was like, I'm a girl, maybe ice dance would fit me. And there was actually only ice dance in my hometown, so I had not much choice to do figure skating, a different discipline. So I started ice dancing right away, and I fell in love with it. It was just something that catched me so much that I didn't even try other sports after. And yes, I think yeah.
But I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
I actually started skating when I was 4 because none of us in my family likes football, and in Italy, football is basically the national sport. And we happened to have an ice rink quite close to our place, and they decided to bring me there to check. I went there, and what I saw was a hockey match. And I straight away decided that I wanted to do skating, but not hockey, because they were hitting each other. That was my line of thought at 4 years old. And like a couple of years later, I was already ice dancing. I started with ice dancing, and I never stopped. Just never even tried single skating. I didn't do anything. I started straight with ice dance, and I did other sports in the meantime because I was a very active kid. I did competitive swimming and stuff, but in the end, I decided to just keep on with the sport that was making me feel happier, and that was ice skating.
That's so cool that you both started with ice dancing, because usually you hear other skaters start with figure skating first. So it's really cool that you started with the technique right from the start.
No, I don't like to jump, so I'm like, no, if I can avoid it, I would like to just skip that part.
But to be honest, sometimes I miss a bit to that I never jumped really, because I think it gives the courage to the kids already, that they can spin alone, they can jump alone, and that something helps in ice dance. It's good for us that we had a good basic skating right away, but also sometimes I miss it. Like sometimes I would do some cool things also alone or in the choreo elements that I can do maybe because I never learned. Right. But I think it's something we can work with anyway. Yes.
Yeah. Not... Cool. Yeah. And so you both started ice dancing from a young age, but then somehow you had to end up together. So I'm really curious as to how you guys found each other and what your journey has been so far.
We found each other back in, when was it? 2017?
Yes.
I was currently wondering if to stop or to continue, because I was with a partner. There'd been some mess with the previous one. So I was not sure if to continue, but then her coach just reached out to me and told, wait, I have a girl here that may be good for you if you want to come and try out with her. So I went for, I think a week, was it?
Yes, I think.
A week on a summer camp. It was actually during a summer camp. And on that week, that was her waiting for me at the tryout.
And I think that the tryout went so good already that it was not a question to skate
Yeah, we
together.
basically had a full free dance after the week.
Oh, cool.
Quite good.
Then you know it's a good match, right?
Yeah, it just went super
So it was
smoothly.
actually through the network of your own coach that you guys got together. No ice partner search, websites, no.
I was on ice partner
Me too.
search, but there was not really a good match for what I was looking for.
It's actually I think it was quite hard to use that site for us. Maybe for someone
It's harder for girls to use that website because there are literally 150 girls and
Yes.
7 boys on that
It's true.
website. So
Yes, that's true. I don't know how you got partnered up, Ashley, but I got partnered up through the network of my own coach as well. I don't know, how did you end up with Benji?
Actually, the same. I was skating in with Tarasova's camp together with Platov as my main coach at the time. Well, Sergei Stashov and Evgeny Platov, and they knew the coaches of Benji at the time, and said, "Hey, and we know that you have to possibly stop skating because it's too expensive." And that's how they put us together. And I don't think my partner at the time was on ice partner search either. And I think he was considering stopping as well. He had a Hungarian partner before me, and they skated for a few years together, and he just couldn't find any German girls after that he felt comfortable with. So that's something that is kind of like this, matching. It's almost like a marriage, to find somebody that you can gel with is so hard. And you having coaches that know each other and trust each other that can put you together, I think, is usually better than just a picture in a video.
Yes.
May I ask how old you guys were when you started?
Skating together.
Together, yeah.
If it was 17, I was 17 because I'm from 2000.
I'm old. I'm old. I was 21.
21 then, yeah. Okay, yeah. The 21 is often a time where people make a decision kind of around that time.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So you guys started skating together in 2017. Your coaches brought you together. Can you walk us through kind of how that journey has been for you so far in terms of competitions, training?
Not
an easy one, for sure.
Yes, in the beginning it was going a bit harder because of some injuries, sicknesses, and after, I think the last season was the season that was actually we could show that we can improve, and we did one of the best season so far.
Because we really couldn't do much in the previous one. Like, I got a really bad injury that needed a surgery, and I got my shoulder basically replaced.
What'd you do to him?
Yeah.
Actually, it was not only her fault. No, it was
Not
my
only.
partner. I did a really bad lift with her, and I lifted my shoulder out. And then after the competition with her, I fell on a rotational lift, and my shoulder just dislocated straight away on the ice.
Yeah. Ouch.
And after that competition, I had to have a surgery because I was not able to move my arm anymore. And after that, there was like 6 months before I could even just get back on the ice.
That's really long.
And then another 6 months before I regained the full range of motion of the arm. So with that, basically 2 seasons were gone.
Yes, that was really hard. After we started the season for Netherlands, after that I got COVID.
Oh no!
Right away. Why not? And it was not that bad. Like, I was not that sick, but the post-COVID symptom that I had was too difficult to get back on the ice. So I needed to wait like 5-6 months or so, and with a lot of medication I could get back. So I needed like one full season to actually understand my body, how I can compete. Like, I was competing anyway.
Kind of.
Yes, but we had troubles in the competitions also. So I think we could start to show ourselves in the last season.
So
And
this year is going to be your year. It's
yeah, let's hope.
Cross fingers.
yes, cross fingers. Yeah, because this year is kind of new for me as well, and for you too, actually, because we're like the older generation, right? So we had the traditional dances, but now you have the '80s theme. So I'm really curious
the
about
samba.
your music and what are you going to do this season?
You wanna go about
Me?
it? Yes.
Yes, I can go. We were searching quite long for the music, both of them. We wanted something that suits us good, that is not, because we also did 2 seasons before. I think 2 seasons before.
Sure.
We did some disco kind of music.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I was thinking about the other one.
No. Like disco already. So in '80s, it's quite a strong style. So we didn't want disco. We wanted to choose something totally different. And in the end, we choose a selection of songs.
Yes. Oh, wow. Cool.
It might be that other couples will use it too, but I think we built
quite a big chance because
yes.
You talk about the '80s. There are a few bands that come to your mind, and Queen is definitely one of those. Queen, Madonna.
Yeah, exactly.
We built a program that is quite good, quite interesting. Dancey, so I think it's gonna be it's really nice to dance on these songs because it bring us to finish the program. So
if I may say something, dancing a samba on the Queen.
Exactly. I'm thinking of how this like adds together, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it feels weird, but it actually doesn't look bad.
We needed a few months, I think, to switch
switch
our brain to now these steps are just steps. It has to be anyway choreographic. It has to be matching with the music, and yes, I think we will manage. It's interesting. I'm really curious what the other couples will do with this, but.
I can't wait to see this. I'm already a fan.
Me neither.
And for free dance? You can say the free dance if you want.
Yeah, sure. The free dance, we were last year we did music from Demon Slayer, an anime, and we wanted to address a younger kind of audience even this year because. Everyone saw a Swan Lake program or something similar. So we decided to use a mix of music from a Netflix series called Arcane, mixed together with League of Legends team, a video game team.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Very good. You will have to send us a sneak peek of it.
We're still working. We will.
Cool.
We're actually still working on it. We didn't finish the program yet because we still have to refine some stuff. But we think that's quite interesting, that one, because it's something that's not been seen before. It's a kind of music that's not been used before.
Cool.
And we were working a lot in some new elements, new lifts, new choreographic elements, and we hope that it will be a program that also people will enjoy, that maybe doesn't know that much about skating. Also with these songs and with the choreography that we create will attract the younger audience. That was our plan.
Now, who chooses the music for you guys? Your coach or you or together? Choreographer?
We actually choose this music quite a long time ago, but it took a few weeks to convince our coaches because they were not so sure about it. But after a while, they came to us and they were like, "Oh yeah, but that sounds good. You can do that."
Okay.
So.
Yes, usually we choose our music. Of course, also the coaches have to say they know what the judges might like also, like it's the most important thing because we are going to competitions with it. So we decide sometimes we have to pass some ideas because maybe it's totally not fitting, but usually we have enough sense of music and choice already to know which would fit on ice also. So most of the time what we choose, the coaches
like for
give the
example,
green light.
the Queen were our choice too.
Yes, also the Queen was our choice.
You just made me think back to when in my career, and I thought about how many times my partner and I changed our music midway through the season. Because
I did that once.
Yes.
And that was enough for me.
Oh my God.
It's no fun. No.
I was a witness of this, and there was a lot of stress going around.
And a lot
Multiple
of fun for
times.
you to see.
Also going to the competition and oh my God, okay, we changed it like a week ago. Next transition, oh my God, okay, let's remember. This happens sometimes.
Now with these beautiful, go ahead.
It's a funny period now because we are cutting our own music and we have to bring always the laptop on the ice, and because we are changing in the midway a lot of things, little cuts, little adjustments. So
wow, are you
kind of
when you're not freezing because me and our coach are fixing the music.
Okay, you cut your own music. Have you always done that?
For the last few years.
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, since we were skating together, I think.
You can really customize it, right?
What?
You can really customize it to your program and build it like simultaneously together. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah,
we usually make the music first, then while we are making it, we are thinking, okay, here on this part we could put this element. And then but on this part we could put that element. We should put that before, and we're kind of messing it up. And in the end, we have to scrap everything and then start again from like 2 times. So, okay, let's try like this. No, this. Okay, that could work.
Then after on the ice, maybe we find out that some element can't fit on that part of music. The transition is too short. So we have to add something. We have to slow down. It's quite hard.
Yeah, but such a different process than like in our time. I feel really old when I say that, because it was just, here is your CD, here is your music, enjoy. You know, there was not a building phase together and puzzling, and I think you can get the best result if you do that.
Yeah,
we definitely did that.
It actually slows down a bit the building of the program, because let's say that if you had the music already, you would build the program in like a couple of weeks, but while doing this, it may take a month or a month and a half to build, because you're continuously changing.
Yeah, but maybe it's the choreography is going to be more with the music and more with us and more following the story.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe.
Sure. And finally, it's good at the last competition. That's when it's finally you feel comfortable.
The last one of the season.
At Worlds.
Start again.
Well, you have these 2 beautiful programs, and what are your goals with these programs for this season? What do you hope to achieve? Which competitions do you plan on attending? Could you tell us about that?
For sure, we would like to raise our total score a little bit from last season. That's our main goal for the moment. Bit. Yes, because
a lot.
As much as we can.
Yes, as much as we can. And as last year, that every competition we went, we kept improving and progressing in the results, also with our presentation program. So I think we would like to do the same thing. We would love to participate in our first World Championship. We will see. Let's hope for that. And actually, we would just like to show these new programs to the audience and to hope that they will enjoy it and can.
As for competition,
we can show how much we improved.
As for competition that we'll make for sure Zagreb.
And Graz, but the competitions are still a bit
we are still deciding with the federation, because
still early.
We don't know exactly which one. We just know those 2, and that's it. We should need
Yeah.
at least a couple more from the federation,
Yeah.
and then we will decide other competition in the meantime.
Yeah. And then what about beyond the season, right? Because you have goals for this season, but where do you see yourself together in like a couple years, or what's your end goal besides, of course, Olympics, because that's everyone's goal, but is there something specific you want to achieve together?
I think an athlete's ultimate goal in general
Yes.
is the Olympics. It seems really far for now, but I think it's not impossible. We hope that once we can reach that goal. But so far, we would like just to improve and show the best that we can from ourselves. As much we can improve in this sport as possible. Like it's changing so much.
Yes.
That kind of hard to keep up also for the state, also for the coaches.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you think?
I think that's a good goal, right? Keeping up with the changes in ice dance.
That's gonna be a hard one, actually. That's gonna be probably the hardest part.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Can you tell us now, what is your favorite part of skating with each other? What do you like best about your partner?
For me, is the trust that we have into each other. Like, we do a new element. She knows that, for example, a new lift, even if we fall, I would do my best, like, to put I actually did it a few times, to put myself between her and the ice. And I still have scars on my hands that the signs that.
No, I mean, also for a girl, it has to be like I have to trust him to do these new flips. I don't know if we will send the videos of that, but we did some new lifts that are quite risky. We have to trust each other to do those for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that we can support us in any. We can support each other in any situation. Also, if someone has an injury, also if we just down a bit mentally on that day, we know each other so good in those years. We got to know each other that I think we can. We
know what to say and what to do in order to make the other feel better and to support the other.
Also in competitions, I think we already understand how each of us reacts to the competitive situations. And if something is a bit off, we know what to say or what to do to the other one to release a bit the stress. Not always, but most of the time we can. Like that was working in the last season.
So good. Yeah, but you're really selling us on ice dancing, because that, of course, is also the goal. The goal of this podcast is to create more excitement around ice dancing in Holland, and you're really selling the sport, because one of my favorite parts about ice dance is having someone there next to you in competition, not having to do it alone. And I've had a couple of competitions where one of us forgot our steps and the other one was just talking the other through it, like, okay, a rocker, counter, twizzle, left, right. And most fun in ice dancing that you are competing together. It can be really difficult because you have to be, a partner. So it's like being married, right? You have to fit really well together. But when you do, it can be so special and so much more fun, I think, than solo competitions.
Yeah,
for me.
It's actually one of my favorite parts of ice dance, when you get on the ice and there is just you, your partner, and the audience. That's just the whole world in that split second just before music starts.
And also, like, we share this stress of the competition. I'm not sure that I could be able to compete alone.
I would not.
I think it's maybe for someone it's great, but how we got used to compete, I think it's much better to share all of this between us.
And also the fun, right? When you are done competing and you get high scores, you have someone to celebrate it with, and you have someone to just enjoy the moment with. I think that was really fun. Yeah.
And we are proud of each other most of the time of what we did, what we created, our performance.
Most of the time, I'm always proud of you.
No.
I mean, if you fall, maybe I would.
Don't be like that.
Well, it's interesting to see your dynamic and hear about you guys, which is making me want to know a little bit more about you guys, what you do off the ice. I mean, obviously you train a lot, so you need to rest and take care of your body. But do you guys have any special interests or hobbies or things you guys do off the ice?
I go swimming. I love swimming, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So frozen ice frozen water and normal water.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Water is just my element.
Yeah.
I'm not that good of a swimmer.
No, she's not.
I'm fine if my feet touches the floor of the pool. That's it. I like water until that level.
I like really deep water. I like
diving,
apnea diving. So I'm really a kind of aquatic person and a solid water person.
I'm a bit crazy. I have a lot of different hobbies, but I usually have no time to any of them.
Yes.
She's a really good painter.
Yes, I like to paint and draw, but like I'm not professional. It's hobby, but I really like. So from that kind of interest, and because of skating, I also did a makeup course. So I really like to do makeup also for other people, and I hope I'm good in it too.
We can hire you for these podcasts, so that we look good on screen.
She's actually really good.
I don't know. Yes.
Well, yes, you are interested. Don't look at me.
I also like to study. Like I'm still a student. I plan to go master from next year, and I like to read in that kind of topics that I'm studying. So I choose that way.
What are you studying?
That's the way.
What are you studying, Hanna?
I was studying physical education, like a lettering course that is a bit specialized figure skating leadership. And now I'm planning to do like a sport mental skill kind of a master or sports management. I will still decide which direction I'm going to do. I like both of them. But of course, next to being an active athlete, it's really hard.
Yeah.
So so I have to choose the one that is still compatible with it. And then when I stop, maybe I can go on. It's never late to learn. I always think this.
Yeah, cool. So let's circle back to skating, right? A lot of people, like we said, start with figure skating first, solo. Do you have any advice for people who would like to start ice dancing, specifically, of course, in Holland, but maybe just in general? If you want to start ice dancing, how do you start?
If you want to start ice dancing,
I think ice dance or figure skating in general is ice dancing. It's really is very developmental for children. Like they have to use the concentration, balance, sense of rhythm. Mostly in ice dance, it's really important, and they develop a lot of new skills that they can use maybe later on if they decide to do another sport, another activity. I think figure skating is one of the most complex sport of all. Like we need to do ballet, we need to do hip hop, sometimes ballroom dances, the gym, like gymnastics. We have to do like a really flexible.
Yes, but it's also one of the sports in which you can see the most your improvement, the improvement of hard work.
That's true.
The more you work, the more you put yourself into it, the more results you will get, and that's a fact. If you're not working, you're not going to get any result. But if you like it, if you do it, if you just go for it and put all of your energies into it or all of yourself, it's just gonna give back so many results and so many feelings, because ice dancing is also made of feelings.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And I think for people that love music, like love to be in harmony with the music or like dancing, it's a really great sport. And also what we were speaking about before, that maybe they don't like to compete alone. They want a partner next to them for the competitions, or they are scared of jumping, like Alessio. I think it's a great sport for sure.
Yeah. I think a lot of people start because they are told by their coaches to work on technique, and then slowly they fall in love with the music, and then with the partner, and then the whole world around it, I think. So
that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. It's actually, I think it's a bit more, it has a bit more freedom on creativity
It does,
than
yeah.
singles. Because on
Yes.
singles you have how many jumps? Like
Yeah, you have
you have a lot of jumps to
jump,
be in a
connect.
single program.
Yeah.
So you don't have much time.
You have to have
between
a
the stuff.
really great technique,
Yes.
in single skating to be able to show also more choreography and more dance.
Yes.
That's important for sure. As we see it, we don't know that much about.
That's true.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I don't know. I think ice dancing, if you're in Holland, it's difficult because we don't have many. We do have ice dance couples. I mean, I was one of them. It's just we don't have them consistently. So now that you guys are here, and of course Chelsea and Shireen, would be really cool to give that example to Dutch figure skaters, also the younger generations that are just starting out, that it is possible to compete internationally with ice dancing, and that it isn't a sport by itself.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not just something that you do to keep yourself busy.
Exactly.
It's something that you do in order to get results and in order to achieve something.
Yes.
But it can also, in some cases, it can be also a hobby. But
Sure.
I think when you get in it, it's
you don't
hard.
want it to
addicting.
Yes, you want to get the results that you deserve for your work.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So one of the things you mentioned, Hanna, you're studying something with sports direction. Do you guys have any thoughts about what we can do in the Netherlands to promote ice dance? What are your hopes, your wishes for the skaters, or in general, the competitive side? Do you have any thoughts or wishes for ice dance in the Netherlands post Hanna and Alessio going to the Olympics?
For sure that as there are now couples representing the Netherlands, we hope that more people will get interested in this sport, and they would like to try. For sure, there needs to be like a strong coaching team also in the Netherlands in the future.
That's what's missing right now.
To have a discipline also in ice dance, as ice dance in the Netherlands. Because as like also we are mostly training in Milan, it's not easy to train aboard. So that for sure still needs to be built, but I'm sure it's not impossible. I'm sure it has a future.
Maybe in the future.
And also we would love to help with this. Because we are so teaching, both of us, from 4 or 5 years already. So we have already a bit of background.
And a bit of experience in coaching.
Yes.
Well, I think that's one of my hopes and wishes still for the future, is to have a dedicated ice dance center in Holland. I think that would be the absolute dream. Just one ice rink fully dedicated to ice dance.
That would be really good. I think it's probably the plan of both of us at the end of our career to start coaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least for a bit.
Yes.
Maybe we will see that that's not our our way, but I think that both of us think that we could start coaching at the end of our career. So, well, who knows? Maybe in the future we
first enjoy your career.
Yeah. There's still years. We're still young.
Exactly.
Very good. Well, Jill, we are getting towards our ultimate question that we
Ultimate
ask
question.
all of our guests. But did you want to ask anything else besides the questions that we've already asked before we get to that one?
No, because I'm really curious about that question. So
Okay.
That's scaring me.
we're building it up, right? Yeah.
Should
making
I
it-
be worried?
Yes, be terrified. No, we are asking you our standard question that we ask every single guest. And this is for each of you individually, you must answer.
Yeah.
Who is your all-time favorite ice dance team?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be something. Okay.
Should I start?
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
No, you start.
Because it's gonna be hard to say each of us, because I think we have very similar opinions.
Taste, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we can give 2 total then.
Okay.
I really like Tess and Scott. I think forever favorite. But I usually don't. Other than them, I don't fall in love with the couple, but mostly with the programs and with the choreographies, with the ideas that they create. So sometimes I really love a program, really love a dress, really love their style. Maybe sometime I like another couple. So for me, it's a bit like this.
Yeah. I don't know. If I had to say it's like an all-time favorite, I would say Tess and Scott too, of course. But I think that probably 90% of ice dance speakers would say that. But to be fair, I see them as what I would like ice dance to become overall now, because they are modern, they are inspiring, they are they have sort of energy that was not that visible in any other couple.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, my favorite team was a different one, because it was one in the beginning when I started skating, that I was skating on the same ice as Barbara Fusarpoli and Maurizio Margallo.
Oh yes, of course, yeah.
Training for the Olympics in Torino, and I actually had the privilege to skate on the same ice as them, with them on the ice, and that was probably one of the factors that made me fall in love with ice dance.
Yes.
If I'm here, I owe it to both of them.
Yeah.
And then Tess and Scott just showed me what ice dance could become.
Could be, yeah. Because you're naming 2 different generations as well now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, kind of so different rules.
Yes.
There were so many changes in the time of
crazy.
Still the compulsory dances at the Olympics.
Crazy how the sport developed.
Yes.
Yeah. I also really love Italian couples. Almost every generation there was a really good Italian couple. They always have so great ideas that I would never think of.
Creative, creative and expressive. Yeah,
Italians.
Yes, of course.
And your current coaches, who are they? Is it Barbara?
Barbara Fusarpoli,
and
Roberto Pelizzola, and Lucas Ciole.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Is he? Did he stop
Yes.
skating? Lucas.
Oh yes.
I think it was just yesterday.
Like after the Olympics, he stopped.
Yeah, after Sochi, I think.
Yeah, so it's 2. No.
Sochi was 2018.
Oh my God. Okay, then a long time ago.
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
You're getting old,
And
Ashley.
He started with the junior couples mostly in the beginning, and he came also to us.
Yes.
Because of course, seeing it from outside, and he does have the
experience
to work with senior couples.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he worked with Barbara for quite a few years, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Himself. Yeah. So he knows her ways, but as a bit of a younger generation, I always think you need to have a few different ages in your coaching team.
I think we cover all of the different generations.
That's true.
Yeah. Robbie was coaching Barbara before, and then he's now working with her. And so we have those 2 generations, and then the new one with Lucas.
And it's great because they all have different ideas. Sometimes they concentrate on different parts of the choreography. Roberto is more technical. Lucas is more choreography. Barbara is a bit everything.
Yeah,
but also
just the head.
Barbara is mostly choreography. So I think it's a great team to,
Yeah, it's
to be
pretty
in.
well balanced.
Great. Well, it sounds very promising for Dutch ice dancing this year, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys compete.
Yes.
And is there anything else you wanted to add or mention to our listeners or our viewers? Anything that we didn't cover today that you think is important?
Mm,
I was thinking, but I'm not sure. Do you have?
No, if you want to try ice skating, just do it. Just go for it.
Let's do it.
Just do
Probably
it.
it's something that if you like it, if you like and you start to like, you'll never abandon it.
Also, so
That's
many
true.
people tell me that they are afraid to fall, that, oh my God, I can skate and things like this. But we were also teaching in like starters and like adult groups. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that after a while, when someone is not afraid anymore to fall, like you have to pass this limit, and after it's gonna be just upwards.
And anyway, falling in the ice is less painful than falling on concrete.
That's for sure. Yeah. Yes.
Well,
Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you both so much for coming here, and we look
Thank you.
forward to
Thank
speaking
you.
to you again.
Yes.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you so much for watching and listening to Dutch Ice Dance Diaries. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to follow us on your favorite platform for podcasts. We look forward to seeing you at the next one.